Good morning, everybody. I am Randy, and this is the shipping rack that my rototiller came on. I'm going to repurpose it today. Today I am preparing wires to run through the conduit from the street to the house so I can get some electricity. I'm going to repurpose this into a spool rack, I guess is what you're going to call it. Yeah, that's what it is. So get you a cup of coffee or whatever you're drinking. Let's see what we can do here.
Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
So after a bit of pondering, I came up with a solution, and that is a couple of 2x4s. Lift it up just enough to get it off the bottom rack, and then we'll secure these so that the spool won't fall off of the rack. I'm going to secure the 2x4 in place with some plumber's tape. Now, if I do this right, it should tighten up. Okay, this is where it's going to tighten on itself. Go. That ain't going nowhere. Now that I have the spool secured to the rack, I can start on what my actual project is, and that is I've got 500 feet of 300 MSil wire that I need to cut into 3 pieces. It's going to give me 3 166-foot pieces, which is going to be the supply wire for the house from the meter that's going to be at the street. So now I gotta get the tractor turned around and start spooling wire off so that I can cut it into the 3 pieces. So I'm ready to get my wire ready to be pulled, and I've decided I'm going to do my wires one at a time because they're thick, they're heavy, they're kind of rigid, and I've seen videos where they've talked about when you're pulling large wires like this having to use equipment to pull them, like a tractor, and I don't have the ability to get my tractor over to the house right now because I got a trench in the way. So I'm going to pull the wires one at a time. Went to YouTube View, and the guy said that he made a half hitch to pull wire with. The first knot that he starts with is not a half hitch. What he did is, he pulled a loop in his rope like that, made bunny ears, and then where the rope runs behind the other 2, he folds it like that. See, you end up with it like that. That part goes over the wire so far down, and you pull it tight like that. Now is where he was doing the half hitch, and you pull your half hitch, you pull it down. Did I do it right? I did it right. You pull it down, slide it down, and he said to do it about a hand's width apart. Then you do your next half hitch. Yep, I didn't do it right. Have to do the pinch and the twist. Slide it down about a hand's width. I'll do one more up here at the top. I didn't do it right. Okay, let me do it like that. Nope, we don't do it like that. I'm going to turn it the other way. That way it'll pull. Okay, once you get it like that, all of that's going to, every time you pull on it, it's going to clench tighter on the wire. And because you've got multiple places that are clenching on the wire, it should not pull off. He says that 10 out of 10 times this will work. So we're going to test that. So now that we got it on, get our tape. We'll put some tape around this first one to hold it in place. Come along now. Okay. Okay, that one's held. So now we're going to make a head, which is making the beginning of the wire smooth so that it'll slide through better, because guarantee that's going to catch on things. I'll go ahead and we'll start down here. And start wrapping tape around. When you're doing your electrical tape, you want to make sure that you're stretching it with each wrap. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Now it's time to, because I'm doing it 4 times, I'm also going to attach another pull rope to this so that when I pull the wire through, it's going to pull the rope through for the next pull. So let me get that rope over here and get it ready to put on. Okay, so here's my other pull rope. I'm going to put some tape around the end of it to keep it from fraying. I know I should get a lighter and burn it, but I don't have a lighter on me, so electrical tape is going to hold it together. Okay, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay it alongside the wire and tape it on. I'm going to put it on the other side. Ouch. I'm going to put it on the other side from my half-hitch cording. Try to keep the wire as smooth as possible. And so that way I don't have the wires all jumbled up in one place. And I am going to tape over the top of the end of it so that it's not protruding out, waiting to hook onto something inside the pipe as it's going down. And just wrap it on down all the way, stretching as I wrap. Okay, now with luck and lube, it'll all come out the other end. So it's time to go get some help and start pushing wire through the conduit. We are going to start off by lubing up the head pretty good, maybe. There we go. And then we push that into the conduit. And then somebody's job is going to be to lube the wire as it goes in.
Push it in. Oh.
the next day now. We ran out of daylight yesterday because we got thwarted trying to get the wire pushed through, and it is stuck right here. No matter what we tried to do, I can't get the wire to go past this. And what it is I have a bushing right here, and this bushing I think has a blunt edge on the bottom of it that the wire is hooked on, and I just can't get it to come loose. So I'm going to have to cut this out. I actually thought that this was going to end up being a problem for me anyway, so I figured I might end up having to replace this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, get a wire pulled through here. Okay, I got all the pipe cut out. Now we're going to see if we can push the wire through. Xander, push! All right, we got the wire to come through. Like I said, it is hung up right there. All that we needed is to be able to pull on the string and, or the rope actually, a little different angle, and it came right out. So now that I got it out, I'm going to unwrap it. I'm going to put a piece of white tape on it to mark this one, and at the other end I'm going to do the same thing. And then all I got to do is put in three more wires like this and connect it to the box. But that's going to be a different video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.